Hey guys, welcome back to Honkai Star Rail. In today's video, I just want to make a quick video. This is more so for the people that, aren't 100% uptime and active playing the game. Maybe you miss a couple days of login and stuff like that, because we do have a new event in the game that I think is definitely worth logging in for and making the effort for 5 minutes to go ahead and get the rewards. Now, I am on the Asia server, so we do get this like 12 hours before the America server. So some of you may not have this event at the time of this upload, but pretty shortly after you should. Now, the event is the Garden of Plenty, where we essentially get double drops from the Calyxes for 12 runs, so 120 stamina's worth. Now, the reason this is huge is obviously resources are tight. The resource grind is horrible. I find trace farming to be the most tedious thing in the game, and when you have to farm for experience or credits, it just feels absolutely horrible. So getting as many as possible is nice, but also for those who are lower level, it does also double your experience drop, so you want to get that experience to be able to level faster. Like I said, it's only 12 runs per day. You can knock this over in about 5 minutes, jump in and collect it, but it's the best value time to actually jump in and use your stamina if you're more of a casual player, so definitely jump in and get it. As for what exactly you should be farming, it's completely up to you. It's basically whatever you need. Now, like I said, I would prefer it if in this game traces weren't so tedious to farm and you didn't have to farm credits and experience. The credit crunch for everything is just absolutely ridiculous to me, but it is what it is, so you will have to farm these. So if you need experience or credits, go nuts. Otherwise, you can start working on trace farming for some of your traces or your light cone upgrades, whatever you want to go. Now, when we look at level range, now I've made a whole video talking about this if you want to get real min-maxy, but in general, just farm for whatever you need. But if we look at this account here, I'm at level 55. Now, from 55, from Trailblazer level 50, when you get to Equilibrium at level 4, you are at max efficiency. So I am currently, if we look on this account, at the highest level of farming the Calyx Goldens. So those are quote unquote the optimal period to farm these. So me personally, even though my traces are absolutely dismal on this account, like I've just been farming relics because that's what I enjoy. My traces are horrible. So I am personally focusing this event on farming my experience. Maybe I'll do some credits, but I'm pretty stacked on credits. I really need experience at the moment, because if we look at my current roster of books, I own 47 of these and I own 61 of these, and that's pretty much because I've done a bunch of runs yesterday, just because I was like, okay, I'm starting to get strapped, and then this event come along. So from 50 to 60, typically Calyx Golden, well, not typically, but in general, that is when Calyx Golden is at its max efficiency. Then from 60 to 65 is when trace materials reach their max efficiency. So if we jump over into this one and we jump over to some of the crimsons and we just teleport over here, you'll see that I currently am not at the highest difficulty. So once I get to level 60, that's when I unlock the highest difficulty over here. And that is at max efficiency farming. So those are two level ranges. If you're at level 65, honestly, if you're at level 60 and you need experience or credits, you go for it anyway. But in general, just pick whatever you need. It's not the end of the world. Just definitely worth logging in to go ahead and get those extra materials, but also the extra experience, because for casual players, you're probably not at level 65 yet, so you still need that experience. This account for me is about a month old, and we're at Trailblazer level 55, so grinding that extra experience is really, really valuable for me in leveling my account, but also leveling my characters. Because if we take a look at where this account's at, when I look at leveling wise, and this is why I am farming those experience books, you can see I've got 4 characters past level 60. I'm already halfway through this window, being that I'm at Trailblazer level 55 and I'm only 5 levels away from 60. So I need to start leveling more of my characters to level 70 so that I'm then prepared for the next one where I limit break and go nuts. So I really do need a lot of experience, because obviously these 4 are 4 units that I'm going to build. I'm actually on this account, I'm probably going to stop on Natasha. I'm not too sure. I need to think this one out more, because we are going to get the free copy. Maybe in Natasha, I just hold down on traces, get the key traces, and then just hold out and maybe just level her to like 70. Just for the reason that we are going to get Lynx, who is the quantum healer, for free. But that, sorry, not for free. She's going to be a 4-star pullable character who I will pull for. Hopefully we get a free one, but we don't know. So I'm not too sure exactly what I want to do. I'm probably just going to level up the Natasha and the Bailu, obviously, because Bailu is Bailu. I'm going to do March on this account. I'm really enjoying. I've swapped over on this account, and I've put it's a horrible build, because keep in mind I'm still Trailblazer level 55. It's a horrible build, but I'm looking more at doing a damage based Clara, but then always teaming her up with March and Natasha, so then she becomes more of the DPS, and then those two are the survival units. And then on the other side, I've just been doing Bailu as solo support, because I do have some pretty decently built characters. If we go to my relics here and we take a look at my Dan, you know, ignore the quantum gear, it's just what I dropped because I farmed a ton of quantum because I wanted to build a DPS Silverwolf. So these guys are pretty well geared. So is my Serval. She's pretty decently geared as well. Everyone else is kind of struggling at this point, but yeah, I've been getting away with Bailu as my solo support on that side, but her gear leaves a lot to be desired, so we do have to do some improving. But having said that, I'm also hanging out for 1.2 on gear farming. I'll probably make a whole video talking about this, because we will get that speed set, and we don't know the numbers yet, but a 2-piece relic set that just offers speed is going to be a really solid one for a bunch of characters, and especially support. The 4-piece bonus, where when you use your ultimate on an ally or yourself, it gives that the extra. I think it's going to be really nice, a supportive buff. We'll have to wait and see, but in general, a 2-piece set that gives speed is going to be a nice one to farm for support. So at this stage in the game, I'm kind of going to avoid relic farming on this account. All my accounts will be different, but this account, I'm going to avoid the relic farming for now, and just basically focus on these resources. Obviously we have the event, but like I said, I do need a ton of experience books, because if we look at, like, say, trying to level up my Danny boy, we're going to use pretty much most of what we've got saved up just to get him to level 70. And obviously I want to get at least 8 characters to level 70 by the time I hit Trailblazer level 60, which is in 5 levels time. So I want to get all these guys up here, and then once we hit Trailblazer level 60, I want to take at least 2 units, probably being Dan. I'm probably going to do 3 to 4 actually on this account. I really want to do these 4 straight up to 80, but at this moment I'm thinking it might be even Clara and Silverwolf, or Dan and Silverwolf. Now, I've built Silverwolf as a DPS on this account, so that's why that is, because she is at E2, but I'm getting a bit beyond the point of what I'm trying to talk about. But essentially, I need a lot of experience books to keep grinding out this account. But honestly, this is the account I'm having the most fun on at the moment, my E2 Silverwolf account. It is a ton of fun. Plus, I'm getting prepped on this account to summon for Kafka, so I'm pretty excited for that as well. But anyway, guys, that is it. Basically, TLDR, if you're still here, if you're a casual player, log back in, do this shit, get the free rewards. Happy days. As always, guys, thanks for watching. Hope you have an awesome day, and I look forward to seeing the next one. Cheers.